Hi, today we're going to make a decorative mirror. Hi, I'm Myra with Boutique Paint. I have an IOD artboard, but you could also do this on a piece of plywood if you felt like it. And this is a dollar store mirror, which I've already taped off because I'm going to be painting it. I painted the board already, Apothecary DIY paint, and I'm going to set this aside to let it finish drying. I already went ahead and made castings with resin of Verdis. I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm not going to use, I use this part, but I'm only going to use that half. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that part off. And you can actually do this with any of the IOD molds. This is just the particular piece I chose. It's best to do the cutting right after you take it out of the mold, so it's still somewhat soft, but it is still cuttable. All right. And then I'm going to use this on the top part of the board. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to start out by painting this with Queen Bee. And the reason why I want Queen Bee, even though it's like super bright and you're like, that's a weird color combination, this is just the base coat for gold. And the reason why I'm painting this first instead of just putting the gold down is I want a good base layer. This is kind of the equivalent of a primer. And this can be any color. I just thought that if I gave it kind of the goldish tone to start with, it would make it easier as far as coverage. And I did just cut a piece of paper and shoved it in here. I didn't cut it out perfectly, so I'll still have to do some cleaning up. The nice thing is with DIY paint, anything I do get on the mirror, all I have to do is take a wet, like baby wipe, and wipe it off. You just use your finger and get in there and clean it up. I will be taking the next month off. I'm actually going to start it in June, and this will be the last video until August. And I just need a break. I would like to spend some time with my family, and I also have trigger thumb in this hand, and I am ambidextrous, but let me tell ya, I didn't realize I am left-handed mostly, or I'm pretty half and half actually. So I didn't think I was really that left-handed except for writing and eating, but let me tell you, it's been hard to work. Like right now I've got pain shooting up my thumb, and it's numb at the same time, which makes it an interesting combination. It's like it's falling asleep, but it's still got the pain. Very odd. Not complaining. I'm just hoping it will heal in the next month also. So I don't have to like get a cortisone shot or something, or surgery or anything like that. So I'm kind of hoping that'll heal. And it's summertime coming, you know, so it'd be just nice to spend some quality time with my family. We will probably, most likely in the next, during the time I'm not doing videos, I will be on social media. You can, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you can go over to Boutique Paint on Instagram, and I will be posting. I won't be posting a ton, but I will be posting. But we probably will have a IOD release in the middle of all of this, and I'm still working. I'm still shipping orders. I will still be around. I will be answering questions, emails, anything like that. I'm just not going to do videos for a little while. That's all. But I'm still around. I'm still working. But yes, there's a good chance that there is going to be product releases in this time period, and I will be around for that, to show you that, show you the new items that will be coming once the time is right. We don't even know yet when anything's coming out yet. I just, the timing's about right for a release at some point here. Hit this. So the mirror is dry, and I'm shaking up the Golden Ticket DIY paint, and this is a really pretty gold. All right, I'm gonna set that aside and see if these are dry. They look like they're pretty close. So I'm just gonna pounce inside so I can get the gold in there in the little crevices. So now that everything is painted and dried, I lined this up and I wanted to kind of center it according to the piece. So I'm just, you could measure this out and mark it. I'm just kind of eyeballing it to where I want it to be. There was a little chunk that was keeping this piece from sliding all the way in, so I just trimmed it, and it was just a piece right here. All I did was trim that so that would slide in a little closer. But what I want to do is I want to cut these so that they will be the same length as the board. Let's just kind of eyeball it, and then I'm going to cut it. And I'm hoping this will cut fairly easily. All right, see how we did. So I'm going to glue that, and I'm going to use E6000 to glue this down. You could use hot glue. I'm just, you know, when it's things like this, I like to use the E6000. I just feel it holds better. Make sure you get some on that little end here. Get this on here. All right, I will go ahead and just touch this up on the edge with the gold before I continue on. And next, what I want to do is I want to put down the mirror and kind of figure out where I want to put it. Eyeball it for now because I want to see how these are going to go in. Put those there. And then I went ahead and did this piece up because I just felt like these end oddly, even though I love them. I felt like they needed like a beginning point. So this is from Olive Crest, and so I'm going to put that there. I will flip this over. I'll flip this around again. Be able to see what I'm actually doing here. But basically what I'm wanting to see is how this is going to fit in there with the mirror. And it looks like it will go like this. And I'm going to start with the centerpiece. And actually for that one, I think I will measure. So this board is just, it's 11 inches. So my 5.5, it's almost there. It just needs to smidge over a little bit. So I'm just going to leave that there on there. That way I don't have to necessarily mark it. And then I'll put my glue on the centerpiece, get that lined up, and then it'll make it easier for to add the leaves. just going to tuck them right in there. Now you can see that I'm over on one side, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm in on one side and I'm over on the other side. So sometimes you just gotta play with it and to get it to work. Flip this around again and look at it from a different angle. See where our sides are at. All right, so I'm going to just mark it lightly with my pencil on both sides so that I know where I want to be lining up, so that when I flip this back over, now this has got all these different hardware things, but I think that's going to work to our advantage because I'm actually going to glue to these because these are the high spots. I will put a big dollop in the center to also hold it. I'm just going to kind of glob it in. The nice thing about also gluing more in the center is then you don't have to worry about the glue pushing through, you know, to the outside edge and have clean up there. And maybe I'll go ahead and do 2 more or 3 more. Just like I said, this is a dollar store mirror. I don't know if they still have these. This was, you know, how the dollar store is. They kind of have things and then the next time you go in, they don't have them. Any mirror will work. As far as this is concerned, you could get one without a frame and just do the IOD trimming around it. So it doesn't have to necessarily have the frame or come with a frame. I'm going to go up a smidge. Let's see. I'm just going to push in there. All right, everything is dry. And so now I'm going to get this whole thing waxed up, and I'm going to do all of it. I'm going to do the gold pieces, the paint underneath. Now I need to be a little bit gentle because it hasn't been that long since I've glued the pieces on. So I just need to be a little bit on the careful side so I don't move things around. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some Dark and Decrepit. I think one of my next videos when I get back is going to be organizing my brushes and my tools, doing something fun to organize all that, because right now it's all kind of a mess. They're all in there together. All right, we're just gonna get in there, get some of the dust in there, and you can see it just kind of tones it down a little bit. Just kind of wipe it back a little. That is it for this week. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions about any of the products I used, you can go to our website at www.boutiquepaint.com. If you haven't been following us on Instagram, jump over there, boutiquepaint.com or Boutique Paint on Instagram, and start following us. I will be letting you know when new products are coming available through that. And I hope you have a wonderful summer, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye.